Hello, my friends and my family. It is the time of the day to do the question. I've got actually a full week now. I'm not traveling this week, so should be able to knock out several, well, 5 of these this week. Apparently, I got to close my blinds. That's backwards. But anyway, let's dive in and see what we got. Today's question of the day is: how important is mindset to success? Oh my gosh, I don't have enough time on this one. How important is mindset to success? I know it's a little cliche maybe, but it's 80-90% of whatever success means to you, which gets me on 2 different topics here. Success, first of all, is defined differently by each individual. As a coach who's helped a lot of people out there, it's interesting that when you ask somebody to define what does success mean to you, a lot of people struggle. A lot of people struggle to define what it means to them. We live under this kind of blanket definition of success, and we envy certain people who have what we call success, and yet we can't define it for ourselves. So that's step number 1. What does success mean to you? My fear for most people is when they label somebody as being successful, that means that that person makes a lot of money. And to each their own. I'm not judging, all right? But I would like to believe, at least for me, that success is more than just money, because how many people do we know that have a lot of money? They're great at generating a lot of money or wealth, and yet they're empty. They have no relationship currency. They're not wealthy when it comes to, relationships and health and other things. So success to me involves other things and being present with my kids and my family, not just labeling success equaling money. But I digress. So how important is mindset as it relates to your definition of success? It's a huge percentage of it, because obviously we still have to take action and watch the game film and continually sharpen the saw. But as it relates to success and or mindset, it's a make or break thing. If you don't have a healthy mindset, one of positivity, abundance, optimism, things like that, success in pursuit of it is going to be extremely challenging for you, because conversely, you will likely drift into a state of victimhood, placing blame on other people or circumstances. And newsflash, as some of my friends say often, nobody's coming to save you. Right? The government's not. Even your best friend isn't. So it starts with us. It starts with our mindset, how we approach every day, how we approach every activity that we're going to do, and whether we're playing scared or if we're playing all in. If we're playing to win or playing not to lose. And so having that mindset of abundance, of collaboration, is going to likely send you soaring further, faster, and into different worlds that you maybe didn't even believe was possible in the first place. But mindset's a tricky thing, There's a great book called The Untethered Soul, and I recently quoted this to someone else, but it essentially says that we are not our thoughts. We are the observer of our thoughts. We are the person or the entity that hears the thoughts, but we are not our thoughts. Thoughts come and go. It's like, whoa, where did that one come from? Where did it's great. So a lot of times we find identity, or we become what we think about, and there's a lot of truth to that. And yet I am not my thoughts. I am simply the listener, the observer of those thoughts. And the ones I want to keep, I can reach out and grab and stuff them away. The ones that are ridiculous or I can't quite identify with, let them pass. I can't necessarily control the first thought that comes into my head, but I can control the second, and I can certainly control my attitude and response to them, right? So I was taught that at a young age. Mindset is everything, especially in sports and baseball. That's where it was really drilled into my head from Stubby, if he ever watches these. Stubby was my coach's name and really pushed me hard when I was very, very young. He would always say, his quote was, "It's always nice to have a good fastball, but a pitcher's greatest weapon is his confidence." He's telling me these things at 10, 11, 12 years old. It's always nice to have a good fastball, But a pitcher's greatest weapon is his confidence. In other words, this thing upstairs, if we protect that, and if Earl Nightingale was right, that we become what we think about all the time, and other quotes that say, well, we grow into the conversations or thoughts that we create around us. And the most important conversation that goes on every day is the one that happens here in our heads. You start to take all these famous quotes and tie them together. It's fair to say that we are becoming whatever we think about upstairs, and we're growing into that thought. So protect your mindset. It's mindset for a reason. I get to set that thing every single day, every single minute when I wake up or whether I'm going throughout my day. Mindset. Just like I have a control on my wall to control the temperature where I'm sitting. Once the temperature rises above or below a certain temperature, what happens? The thermostat kicks on, right? Starts to cool it off, starts to heat it up. Same thing with our minds. How's your financial thermostat? What is your success thermostat set at? We might just need to go play with the dials a little bit and raise the temperature or lower it depending on the situation. And yes, it is mindset. So set your mind right. It's early. It's Monday at the time of recording this. Are you going to choose to have a great day? Are you going to choose to give gratitude? Are you going to choose to celebrate the victories and even the defeats, knowing that a failure is not permanent? It's a lesson. There's something to be learned from that. And oftentimes, if we're willing to slow down, study the game film, and appreciate, yes, even the dips and the valleys, oftentimes that's where we have the most to learn, so we can be better and sharper moving forward. So I could talk about this subject all day. There's a lot to unpack as it relates to mindset, but I'll leave you with this, especially if you're in real estate specifically. Early on in my coaching, when I first started, I coined the acronym MARS. I have tons of acronyms. MARS, MARSS. And I would tell agents and now leaders that I coach to these 5 specific things in this specific order. What's the M? You guessed it, mindset. Then it's activity, then it's results, then it's skill set development, and then it's systems and processes. Those are the 5 things that I personally coach to as a performance productivity coach and coach of other leaders. But it starts and it ends with mindset. So check yourself, check up from the neck up, go set your mindset, and make it a great day. Thanks, guys.